Here's a passage from my book about my personal, spiritually transformative experience with anxiety. My heart is beating extremely fast, and it feels like a cannon about to explode. This is the day. This is the time. I have no clue why this is happening. Life is good. My family is healthy, united, and so happy. I quickly went through the fastest recap of what was going on in my life at this moment, and I could not think of anything negative. Nothing that I could say was of course the reason why this was happening. What is this vibrating feeling throughout my entire body? I feel as though I'm about to faint. My body is drenched in sweat from the anxiety and fear. It seems like this time, whatever the attack is, it's lasting much longer than before. These attacks happened after my second child was born and on many nights, but only at night. During the daytime, I didn't even remember the anxiety I would have at night. My days would be calm and I hardly ever felt anxious or fearful. Over these years, I would write down things going on in my life, and most of these events and moments were lovely and joyous. But there was one main thing that always bothered me. I realized this many times throughout these years, and I remember thinking about it even when I was younger, that I was not being myself 100%. I was going with the flow, but the flow of what others were doing. I was investing time and energy in people and events that did not serve my soul and who I was. Although I knew deep down that these events were not me, and some of the people I would give my time to were also not people who fed my heart and soul. I still said yes to them because I wanted to fit in. At the age of 36, I was still trying to fit in, and this I realized was only because I was not giving myself the chance to be myself. I did not give the time of self-realization to my soul. I've been meditating for many years, but I was not always able to get to a place of silence within my soul. I asked God many times to engulf me into the light that I had once had the blessing to experience when I was 7 years old. This is the first time I decided not to wake up my husband because, as extreme as this attack was, for some reason there was a very deep knowing that all would be okay after it was over. Whether I die or live, there is a change coming. I have no clue how I even felt this minuscule peace inside myself during this traumatic time. I just knew I was about to die, in a way. I ran outside to get fresh air, ripping off my pajamas because I needed to feel free, 100% free. I can shake it off again this time, I tell myself. I ran back inside to my bathroom because now I felt like vomiting. I held my stomach and bent over the closest thing I could find, which was my bathtub. These were the words I shared with God and Archangel Michael as I felt my entire being about to explode into pieces. God, Archangel Michael, I need your help. I surrender to you, God. I surrender everything. I'm letting you take over. I love you so much. Please make this stop forever. Please, please, please make this stop forever. I surrender. I do not know exactly what I was surrendering, but I knew somehow that this is what my soul needed, to surrender. I did not grow up learning about Archangel Michael, but I did know God, and I prayed every day. I prayed for everyone in the world every day. Though I had never prayed as hard, and I was never as emotional or as open to letting everything go, I was ready at that moment to give my life to the divine. As much that has happened in my life, I knew this was the strongest and deepest pain and fear I had encountered. Within seconds of me talking with God, the pain, the fear, the anxiousness, the confusion, it all went away. And what happened to me after was the most amazing opening my physical body and soul had ever felt. The physical opening was nothing compared to what my soul was going through. As I sat down naked on the side of my tub, I felt so alive. I felt as though every moment, every negative thought or event, or every confusion I had ever had all went away for eternity. I was crying in happiness and I was so grateful. I felt love for everything, everyone, and for the entire universe. My body was warm and I felt high with love and happiness, something I cannot even describe. My body was vibrating in utter bliss. God speaks to me now. I can hear God. I can hear my angels. I hear so many beautiful tones which turn into harmonies. Oh my God. I receive a message from God. All is well, my dear. Do not fear, for I am with you always, and you a part of me. You are not separate from me. We are one. Your love will keep growing, and you will know your purpose in time. Continue through the corridors of love every step you take. I will be there. All of my senses opened up like the rays bursting out from the inner core of the sun outward into every part of the universe. The rays continue on even though we cannot see them. Thank you. The awakened state is another test of how you will use your free will as a human on this earth and what you will do with the gifts you receive. We all have gifts of intuition. We're all spiritual beings, but we forget when we were born into this third dimensional plane of what we came here to do. We're all here to awaken and to learn to love unconditionally, to overcome obstacles with forgiveness within ourselves and forgiveness of others, and to serve. This was one of my spiritually transformative experiences I had had throughout my 36 years. I was and always will be grateful for the dark times and those anxiety-ridden nights because I know it helped me understand and remember and see the light of who I really was and what I was meant to do in my life. There is dark for us to crave the light. When do you know that God is speaking to you or through you? How do you trust your intuition and know that you're receiving divine wisdom? The spiritual journey is not easy, but it will take you to where your soul needs to be and teach you what you need to learn. Being mindful and taking action in this physical world is also part of the journey. We all came here to be humans on this planet and have the experiences we're having, good or bad, and we chose to be here during this time of awakening, this massive shift of unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, not because you have to, but because you're aware of the reasons why you are here. To be authentically you, what you are inside, not what the outside ego layer feels and thinks it needs to be in a certain way. I have come here to follow my own self in the service of others, my family, humanity, and to teach love, compassion, forgiveness, and I've come as a catalyst to awaken whoever the divine brings to me within my reach in whichever way. Anxiety and panic is one way of showing the soul to take a step towards looking inward, looking at the things that haven't worked in your life, looking at the grudges you're holding, the love you need to give yourself, the feeling and knowing that you are enough and that you have come here for a great purpose, just like each one of us. Look at who you need to forgive, including yourself. See what you have held onto from your childhood that you may have heard or seen, or anyone in your life that has made you believe something you don't feel is right for you. Understand that forgiveness is not saying that whatever happened is okay and whatever anyone has done to you is okay. feeling the things that are going in a negative direction in your life, or a feeling that everything is going downhill, is something that you can use as a gauge to become more aware of yourself and what you want, and to stop focusing on the things that are not working out and start focusing on the things that are. Anxiety and panic are helpful tools to show you what direction you need to go in. And meditation is also a way to help you flow easier through your daily life. And lastly, because this is an ask and receive universe, ask the divine and your angels and guides for help, guidance, support, and to become more aware, to give you wisdom and understanding, to help you awaken to your true self, who you really are and not what you think you should be or what other people have told you that you are or should be. Thank you so much.